Hello and welcome back to Women's Football Talk, the YouTube channel that brings you all the latest news and stories from around the world of women's football. Now before we get into today's video, like I say all the time, make sure you like and subscribe and turn on the post notification bell so you never miss a video of ours, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram for all the latest news and stories from around the world of women's football. Now Monday night saw the conclusion of the group stage phase at this summer's European Championships. Group D came to a close. Now before we headed into the match day, we already knew France were through as table toppers, and it was just about seeing who would be the second team to join them in the quarterfinals. So we had Italy taking on Belgium at the Academy Stadium in Manchester, with either team knowing that a possible win for them and an Iceland defeat would see them going through to the quarterfinals. And that is what happened perfectly. Belgium managed to beat Italy 1-0 thanks to a Tine Caigny goal in the second half, minutes after the restart, and it was the perfect result for Belgium as they saw out the rest of the game, winning 1-0. Now it was a game that Italy dominated in terms of shots. They had 20 shots compared to Belgium's 8, 6 on target to Belgium's 2 on target, but the Italian strike force just couldn't find a way past Nikki Everand in goal for Belgium, who once again had a very fantastic performance for Belgium throughout the game and definitely kept them in them. And it was just a game that it just summed up Italy's tournament realistically, where they had the most chances, they looked really good, but they just couldn't capitalise on it, and hence why they've ended up finished bottom of their group, only securing 1 point at all out of their 3 games, and that being a draw with Iceland. So it's a very disappointing tournament on that behalf for Italy, heading home as bottom of the group, whilst obviously Belgium have qualified for the quarterfinals for their first time ever and have set up a quarterfinal tie with Sweden that will be played later on this week. Speaking on the quarterfinals, we'll have a whole quarterfinal preview video out tomorrow before the first quarterfinal is set. And in the other game between France and Iceland, it was the perfect start for France after scoring 44 seconds into the game. Melvin Millard, who came into the game for the obvious injured Marie-Antoinette Katoto, and pretty much one of her first touches, gives France the lead, and they hang on for the majority of the game. Iceland did have a few chances here and there, nothing too clear cut, making Pauline Perriot-Maillon too worried. They had 9 shots overall with only 2 on target compared to the 18 shots that France had, but it was a game that it just looked comfortable for France, knowing that they didn't have to do anything throughout the whole 90 minutes because they had already won the group and had to set up their quarter-final tie with the Netherlands due to be played on Saturday this week. So the French really didn't have too much to worry about, but Iceland on the other hand, they were trying to go into the game as the game progressed throughout the first half, and then obviously into the second half to try and get something to have the chance of them going through. And obviously with Belgium scoring so early on in the second half, they knew that they had to win or Italy to come back for Iceland to go through. And by late drama I mean there was late drama, as in the 101st minute of the game, after there was only meant to be 6 minutes added time, there was a penalty awarded for Iceland for a possible foul by one of the French players. I'm not too sure who it was. The referee went over to VAR check. Even then, for me, it wasn't clear as to what was being called a foul. However, West Ham United's Dagny Brynjarsdottir stepped up and slotted the penalty home for Iceland. However, it was a little too late for Iceland, who had obviously found out that Belgium had won their game and have since been eliminated. So they will be able to keep their heads held high as they finished as one of 6 teams that went undefeated throughout the whole tournament, picking up a draw here in all 3 of their games. So very well done to Iceland, and Belgium qualifying for the quarterfinals, which is going to be very interesting quarterfinals that we have coming up. Right, like I said at the start, make sure you like and subscribe with post notifications turned on so you never miss a video of ours, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram for all the latest news and stories from around the world of women's football. And until tomorrow, when we'll have our quarterfinal preview out, we'll see you soon.